Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Although the look has changed a little bit over the years, you might recognize this 2013 Mustang GT behind me as our old gotta-have-it race car. Back in 2012, we raced this car in the NM Super Stang class, which is a bracket-style class where consistency is key. The six-shift car, though, the best way to be consistent is with a two-step rev control that allows you to pick a dedicated RPM to launch at. Unfortunately, Super Stang did not allow a two-step, so we never got around to installing it. The current owner, though, runs in True Street, which does allow it, so today we're going to install this two-step on this 2013 Mustang GT. This MSD two-step launch control is going to fit your 2011 to 2017 5-liter Coyote Mustang. It's actually a very easy installation. These are going to plug into your coil packs, which plug into this, and this gets powered by this cable here, which you connect to one of two options, either a clutch switch or a momentary switch. And when the clutch is in or you hold the switch, it's going to hold the RPM that you choose to adjust on the dials right here. You can dial it in between 1,000 and 10,000 RPM to get your launch just perfect. For this installation, we did a 3/8 ratchet, 10mm socket, small flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, wire cutters, and pliers. The MSD harness is going to plug in line with all the factory coil pack wiring. So the first thing I'm going to do, pull off the coil pack covers just so you can see it a little bit better. You can actually get to the clip without it. We're going to do that just so you have a little more room, you can see what we're doing. Get the coil cover off. Just going to release that. Simply just pull up. And I get these off, just pop these little red clips up, use a screwdriver or your hand to get it in there. Now we're ready to install the harness. You want to figure out where you're going to mount the two-step. In our case, we're going to put the harness like this. We're going to fish it over to our driver's side. And what you're going to do for all 8 cylinders, take the factory wire, plug it into the MSD harness, and take the MSD, plug that onto the coil. Again, do that for all 8. We're going to mount our two-step on the back of the airbox over here. We'll start making our connections. I want to take the black wire bundle and the single red and connect those together first. I'm going to grab the other harness. We're going to use the wire here to connect for the engagement, and then we're going to ground this to one of our fender bolts. Everything plugged in and grounded. Now we're going to turn the key on, make sure we get a red light. Okay, the red light means it's working. Now we can finish the install. Then we plug in the other harness here, and those connections are finished. And that leaves these 2 wires here. You have a blue wire and a white with a blue stripe. Either one of these can actually activate the two-step control. The difference being, this one's going to activate it with a 12-volt source. This one's going to activate it with a ground. In our case, we're using the clutch switch to do it. So we're going to be using this way. If you're putting on a normal switch, like a handheld switch, you would use the blue wire. You want to find a hole somewhere in the firewall to fish the wire to your interior. Most of these cars have the sound composer, and a lot of them are deleted. You can use that hole to get inside. Notice I'm actually fishing both wires through. Reason being, you might be tempted to cut one of them off, but you never know if you're going to change the way you activate it down the road. So we'll have both wires in the interior, so we have that option in the future. We're going to be connecting to the top of the clutch switch to activate our two-step. There's two harnesses on the clutch. You want the one on the very, very top with the metal retainer. There's a green and black wire there. That's the one you want to tap with the white and blue coming from the two-step. Here you can see the white and blue wire now tapped into the green and black. You don't want to cut the wire. You definitely want to tap it in. They do provide a tap with the kit. We're just going to use a different style one, but they both will do the job. Now we're going to set it up and test it to make sure everything works. You got two dials on the side of the two-step. The first one here is 1,000 RPM. This is hundreds. So you want to set it too high to start just in case it does not work. We'll go with 3,000 RPM. We'll test it out. All right, now we're going to test out our two-step. The way it's going to work, when the clutch is pushed all the way to the ground, we can actually floor the car. It'll only go to 3,000 RPM. Now it's going to stutter. That's basically what it's supposed to do. And it works just like it's supposed to. All right, now we're going to mount the box. You want to make sure you mount it to you somewhere you can easily access it. Go back and hide the wires, reinstall your coil covers, and your installation's finished. All right, so we installed the two-step right here in the parking lot. Trish is dying to try it out. Give it a shot. If you're serious about racing your stick-shift Mustang, the MSD two-step is an excellent investment. Consistent RPM is going to lead to better 60-foot times, better lap times, and overall better time at the track as well. The installation, as you saw, is pretty straightforward. It'll take you around an hour, and you'll be back on the road in no time.